All right. So okay. So here. So this is what we know, right? So the main cause for concern, actually, what we're going to talk about is the opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when you're playing, this
Fantastic.
is what I want you to look for. So check this out. That is activity between you and the enemy, right? This isn't actually inviting for you to go, oh, I'm going to take a shot back, because you're going to take damage, definitely. So, as I said before, take cover if you're getting shot at least to take the heat off of you, right? Which is what you do. But if someone else is standing here and is seeing this guy try and shoot at you, it gives them the opportunity to shoot at him, right?
Yeah.
Right?
कहाँ
So
चल
there's no one there to do that. But your teammate
Mm-hmm.
is actually on his way. So then the next time you actually see activity, there's actually one thing I want to talk to you about this, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna focus on one thing at a time, right? So so here you can see an enemy, right?
Yeah.
And you take a shot at him because he's not actually shooting at you, right? So that was good damage there. Now that is activity. So if there's not activity between you and the enemy, you want to try and see what that opportunity looks like,
Okay.
because you don't know what angle you could have got, right? And now there's more activity. So this is another opportunity. So we're just gonna look at it as fishing for opportunities, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Thermite.
so you take cover from there. Now check this out. That's another opportunity you kind of want to involve yourself with. You might not make it in time, but there's something going on here, and you need to kind of see what's happening. So if you tried to like walk up these stairs and someone shot at you, then you know that you can't get to there. You can't get to that opportunity, right? But if no one does check you here, then you get to go over there for free. So there's even more going on here.
इधर इनका पीछे से आया है उसको जस्ट नॉक किया है
Because that could have been did he just say he just got a knock?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he
And-
almost knocked someone.
Right? And then you would be able to maybe help with that, also get an assist maybe. But the main thing is you're trying to do things without taking damage, and maybe he wouldn't have taken damage if I don't know if he took damage there. Yeah, he did. Right? Do you know what I mean? And he did really good in the fight. He actually did really good in the fight. But the main thing here is your passive play, right?
I see.
You're very passive. So let's say if he goes down and then this guy goes down, you're going to be fighting like a 3v1, right?
Yeah.
Like you being 1, so 1v3. But if you actually help, then maybe they won't actually go down. And that's kind of the benefits you get from this.
उसको नॉक जस्ट
So what I'm saying is next time you go into your games, just look for opportunities, because that will help you with your passive play. Because you had quite a lot of passive play here, and there's a lot of things you could have done, but telling you everything you could have done is quite subjective, and it won't help in your. You won't be in this situation again. You'll be in similar situations, but it will never be this moment in time. But what will happen is you will definitely have your teammates shoot. So they will be.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? You will see other opportunities.
ये बढ़िया थर्माइट
A simple option could have been if I went with them, right?
Exactly. If you're aware of what they're doing and you kind of want to join them, then definitely do that. But the main thing is not to take this as kind of like a rule, right? That you're never gonna disobey. More just take it as like experience. Do it a lot so you can see what happens when you do it. Because when you actually see what happens when you do it, then you get more information to use in your future games. You're like, oh, in these situations, usually it's good to go with my teammate and see what he's doing. Versus sometimes when I go with my teammate, we end up dying because X, Y, and Z. But the main thing is to do it first and then build your own idea and like framework around it.
इधर इनका पीछे से आया एक
What I'll
उसको
do
जस्ट नॉक किया है
is I'll upload this little chat we had.
28 रहते तो नॉक
Oh,
कर
sure.
देता
Right, so we don't know what happened, and it's you running over there now will be a little bit too late. If this guy starts to use a bat or whatever, when you go over, he's going to be quite strong. Whereas if he was with him and he was weak, one, it would have been 2v1, right?
Yeah. As you say.
It would have been 2v1, and you may have got the cleanup kill without risking too much. And now that's another opportunity. Is that, let's see, right? So that's clearly a shot. So this is what you would have had with this guy. Because remember, it was 1v1. So he has to shoot at one of you. So one of you are getting the opportunity. That's why I say, if you're the guy getting shot at, just take cover and let your friend shoot him. And then when your friend shoots, come back out and shoot. And practice that for a bit. Don't focus too much on like the whole mechanics of what your teammate is doing, but mainly yours,
बैंगलोर है यहाँ पे
You see?
बैंगलोर के पास एकदम
So you're getting very good at taking cover when you get shot at, and that's a good habit, right? But now you need to kind of build the understanding of, I guess, let's just call it fishing for opportunities. And then it's okay to take a little peek, even if there is no activity, because you need information, right? So right now you're kind of making yourself blind, and you don't know if he's going left or right or anything like that. But there's more that I would like to share with you, but let's just stick with that and then see how that goes. And next time you come back, we'll work on something else.
सही कॉम्बो था स्मोक और डिजिटल थ्रेड का फेल दिया
Yeah, that's perfect. See, that pretty much happened because you was unaware. You just made yourself blind. So you still need to find a way. So I will throw in there, when you do take cover, you will have to kind of check, right? You will need to perform little checks to see what they're doing. And you could just simply crouch up and down here, just to see what are they doing. And if they're doing something that you need to defend against, at least you know it's happening. Because you didn't even know this guy was coming just because of that.
But then
You
they
know.
would have done. I am recharging, right?
Yeah.
If I
And
peek,
you can still take a look, a very quick look, and see what's going on. Because that way you'll keep yourself safe with knowing what they're doing. So yeah, you'll get used to that. For example, let me just quickly see if I have anything here. Okay, so one second. Okay, so check this out, right? So you see me healing there, right? Right here. So I'm still checking. Do you see that?
yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out, are they pushing, right? Watch this. So I take damage here, right? Horrible damage, right? But I still need to see, right? So even him as information is good for me, right? But that simple moving back and forward opens up my vision a little bit, right? So even though I'm scared and I don't want to take a look, right?
I see, I see.
That back and forward isn't like, you know, I want to come close to this, but I also don't want to shut out my vision. And that little walk back and forward is enough to know if is anyone trying to peek out, you know, instead of go straight forward, not see anything, and just be totally surprised if they are doing anything, you know? Do you get what I mean?
I see, yeah.
So I don't know if I have another. Right. So even though I'm not healing here, right, I'm still kind of scared of that Kraber. So I don't know if I have another example when I'm healing. No, but do you get what I mean? You do need to still take a look, unless you can use some other information to tell you that you're safe. But in that moment there, you wasn't safe. So yeah, let's leave it there. And then, so what was the main thing we're doing? Fishing for opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so I'll tell you what. I'll upload this, and then you can have it. You can look at it whenever you want, just to remind yourself. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, man. All right, take care.
Okay.
Cool.
One more thing.
What's up?
So I told you about the KD thing. What should I do about it?
Okay. So I honestly, I would stop thinking about your KD, because it is preventing you. If you think about things like that, you'll end up, what's it called? Okay, you'll end up having some type of paralysis in certain scenarios, right? So let's say if you're thinking about your KD, that's only gonna make you think about, oh my god, I don't want to die here, right? And then that might prevent you from doing things that you actually have to do to survive. So that's like a KD paralysis, right? Like,
But
oh
I
no, I'm
need
definitely,
something, right?
huh?
I need a data where I can see that if I'm improving or not.
Yeah, no. So you can definitely look at it, but I wouldn't worry about it, right? Because if you focus on the things that we just spoke about, you will improve. You know, you will if you're actually more active and you're more safe, right?
Okay.
So let's go back to it. Let's go back to this. So here, the moment you see the enemy, right? Who knows? If you peeked from this side, you might have hit him with, like, I don't know, it could have even been 12 damage for all we know, without taking any damage. And then you could peek from this side, at least by now, and maybe take a quick shot. Who knows? You could use your flatline. And if you're doing that safely, you're actually increasing your chance. You're increasing your chances of getting a kill. You know? So this passive play, right, is actually not helping your KD. But obviously, if you're too aggressive, you will obviously die. So it's like getting a good balance between the two, right?
Okay.
It's getting a good balance between the two. But do you not agree with me that this is very passive, right?
Yeah. It is.
Like, you don't want to fight. You're waiting until they get here, maybe, or here, and then when they come at you and you have the charge rifle in your hand, you could have seen that coming, right? But look at your shots. Your shots are amazing. Look, watch. Like, I can't even do that, man. Right? I think you hit most of your shots you take here.
No.
Well,
Just thermite.
oh, okay, that's free. But you see that the simple fact that you took a look, you dealt some damage, and you didn't take damage. So why not take a look again now, right? Or now, right? And there's no one there, so it's like you do need to be more active. But the thing is, people can't separate sometimes being active and being too aggressive. You know, if there's a guy there and you shoot him and he shoots you, and then you try and shoot him without taking cover, you may end up losing all of your armor, right?
Yeah.
And that's how people fight. But it's like you still got to respect the enemy, but don't be too passive. I'll send you a video as well that you can look at that kind of explains this, that I made a while ago. Okay.
Sure, sure.
All right, man.
And
No,
one more thing, one last thing.
go on, go
Uh,
on.
Whenever we are pushed by the enemies, let's say
Yeah,
we are all, we have our armors, we are all
yeah,
good,
yeah.
and they push us, we generally always die, all of us.
Okay,
So,
okay. So, so your mechanical skill might be in question, but I don't think it's that. So
okay.
what I suggest is first, it will be easy if you get me a clip and go, that was exactly what I was talking about, Etro. What could I have done there, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I will make the videos today. We usually get to that position like very often.
all right. So, so I actually made a video explaining this the other day, but let's see what I have here. Oh God, we get into that situation often. All right, all right. So, where am I? Where am I here? Okay, I want to give you something to read as well. But anyways, I don't know what the quality will actually be like here when I show you this. But all right, all right. Let's see here, let's see. Okay, that actually looks good enough. Okay. Let me see if I can change the screen, change windows. There we go. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a video I actually made talking about that same peeking thing, right?
Okay.
You can watch it with sound when you're ready, but just kind of look at how so there's an enemy there, and I take a shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do hit. It's nice that I hit, but I took a little shot and I'm back into cover, but I don't want to peek from the same area again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they could shoot me, so I peek from the wall, you know?
Mm-hmm. I see.
And this is kind of what you're doing. The whole time you're taking peeks, but you're doing it as safe as you can without being passive. So I'm behind here and I'm taking a look. And if they do look at me, right, I'm gonna hide. Right? So that guy came out for just a second, right? Can I go back? Yeah. Right? So
I see.
so here, that bloodhound that peeked is enough to make me move back in. Because
Okay.
let me. Right, I'm trying to shoot the guy. Hold on. I'm actually trying to shoot the guy here because I see him. And if he didn't show up, I would still be trying to make this shot. But because he showed up, I don't want to deal with him. Right? Now that he's shooting, right, I can take a shot and hide again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what I'm asking you to do in your situation. It's obviously a different. It's actually quite similar because it's still a straight, right? And
Yeah, I see. I see.
you know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, but here both of the teams are behind covers,
Mhm.
shooting at one another.
Mhm.
What would have happened if they have pushed like all in?
If they push all in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is. I don't want to give you too much information just because I think we'll go one step at a time, but I'll tell you exactly what you need to look for, right? So what you need is a method. In fact, hold on. Let me hold on.